Oh.
Maddy. Oh no, I have something in my throat.
Hello.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good,
well, for us.
For us, yeah.
And boy, I feel like Ryan Seacrest. Because I'm tired and it's the morning.
Girl, it's like 9:30.
Bitch. And you're mad? I'm tired.
Hi, could you imagine we did okay, sorry. It's 9 a.m. If we did an episode of like Ryan's Roses, that would be so fun. Like, could we stage that and call someone and like make it drama?
Yes.
I think
I've got some ideas.
Drama. I think that would be so fun.
That would be fun. Also, so just not what we do.
I know, but just for like kooky fun times.
We're in our Ryan. Are we in our Ryan Seacrest era?
Yeah.
Hey
everyone. Sorry. How y'all doing today? I'm Tatiana.
Oh, I'm Maddy.
And this is our viewing party.
Not on air with Ryan Seacrest.
I know.
Unfortunately, we're not making those dollars.
Oh, right? Yeah. Anyways. We are a movie podcast and we talk about movies in a fun, silly, slay kind of way.
Yes. And we're wrapping up a musical March.
Musical March.
Also, by the time y'all will be seeing or hearing this, I'm going to be 27.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Maddy. Oh my gosh, our studio audience is all applauding for you.
Yeah, wacky.
Are you excited for your birthday?
Yeah.
Birthdays are so fun. Come on.
You're a big birthday girly.
I love birthdays.
I just kind of have been forgetting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
I'm like, but I am excited.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what's happening.
Well, yeah, but just like for your birthday.
Yeah.
That didn't really convince me.
Was that better?
Not really.
Yeah. Wild.
Well,
anyways.
How's your week? Sorry, my brain isn't working.
It's okay, because it's literally the AM.
Yeah.
Made in the AM. Come on, One Direction.
You lost me.
Anyways, how was your week?
It was good. It felt really busy. I don't know it was one of those weeks where you like don't remember what you did, but you did a lot, but you're like, if you asked me what my Wednesday looked like, I would say I don't know.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. How was our usual question of the pod?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a piece of media that you watched or consumed
Once
this
again,
week?
buckle up. Okay.
Do you have
First of all,
okay,
I saw The Secret Garden at the Amundsen.
All right.
It was beautiful. The kids were sending me. Second of all, Daisy Jones still on that. Third, The Last of Us just ended. And it was slay! And I'm sad that it's over because I love you, Pedro Pascal. Fourth, Shadow and Bone was just released. The season 2.
Oh.
Yes. I'm like I think y'all have caught on. I'm like a reader and I love like Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows. Yay! Solomon agrees. I've read all of the Grishaverse books. And the second season of Shadow and Bone just came out and I literally love it so much. It's wild because what they've done is they've combined Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows. They're 2 separate book series, but they combine them for the show.
And you've read both book series, right?
I've read everything in the whole
universe.
all of the Grishaverse books. And I love them. And so I'm not done yet. But I've been making my way through it and I love it so much.
Aww.
Yeah, it's really good. And I texted you the other day saying that you should read them and you never responded to me.
Okay. No need to fight. Like, what? Okay.
It's true.
I mean, I didn't text you back because I was probably asleep, maybe, or reading. I did start one of the books that you told me to. Beach Read.
Beach Bop. You started Beach Read?
Yeah, I mean, I only read the first chapter. I did finish. Well, okay. Was you done with
Tatiana? What was your favorite thing that you watched or read or did or saw?
I did finish If We Were Villains. I was devastated. No spoilers, actually.
Yeah.
Read it.
No, it is devastating.
It is devastating. I guess it's devastating from the beginning, so that's really not a spoiler. But like,
if you I think I said this last week. If you're looking for a really good book that's like mystery, theater, drama,
like high stakes,
Shakespeare, you'll live.
Yeah, like thinking about it makes me really sad. It's one of those things. It's very much like this is not a spoiler at all, but it's very much like Hadestown, where you know how it ends, but then like you're like then it kind of shocks you still.
Yeah, you know it's probably not going to end well.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It really hurt me.
I've told everybody I know to read that book, and everybody who has, because of me, has thanked me. So Read it.
Yeah, Maddie's great at book recommendations.
Thank you.
So she could
Slide
do
into
a
my
whole pod on
DMs.
probably that.
Maybe.
Maddie, I think you need to be more confident in your reading self.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. You just have a lot of good recommendations.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anyways.
Well, let's get back to the task at hand.
Yes. Tati, what movie are we doing this week?
We are doing In the Heights. And you guys all voted for it.
Which I thought was surprising.
I actually did too. Low
Yeah,
key.
I mean,
And I
live.
don't know why I thought that was surprising. I just thought that was surprising.
No, yeah.
And you know what everyone is getting on me for?
What?
Because I did the poll on Instagram.
Bitch, I don't know why you did this.
I don't know. How do you do it? I didn't do it correctly.
She made a multiple choice questionnaire instead of a poll. I saw that and I was like, hello. Girl, you just do the poll and then you add more.
Oh, well.
I've done it before on our Instagram.
I didn't do it correctly. So my apologies. There were truly no wrong answers, but I did put Chicago as the right answer because that's what I thought was going to win.
I thought that was going to win too.
Because Chicago is like, I mean, we're not here to talk about Chicago, but
Yeah.
Chicago is like the first of a really good movie musical.
Yeah.
You know
It was
what I mean?
like, yeah.
But I Love in the Heights, obviously.
Directed by Jon M.
Yes.
Who is going to be directing
Wicked. And which this movie, as I was watching, was making me so excited to see Wicked.
Yes. Also, he directed Crazy Rich Asians, which is
gorgeous.
also, yeah. But have you seen that?
Yes, we watched it together, Maddy.
When? That was recently, huh?
That was at Parker's house, like during February.
Yeah, okay, I remember. Sorry, whoa.
Maddie doesn't remember anything we do together.
No, it's just,
Maddie doesn't even want me on this couch.
Bitch, why are you saying all this? No, it's just these past few months, I feel like I've been like, because of work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a shell of a human. Anyways. So In the Heights. Fun fact, In the Heights was the first show I ever saw on Broadway.
Really?
Mm-hmm. With Lynn and
with the whole
Yeah.
OBC.
Yeah, it was iconic.
Wow.
And also I feel like it's kind of fun that we're doing this right after Tick Tick Boom. Because like the Lin-Manuel of it all, you know what I'm saying?
The
Since he
Lin-Manuel
directed that,
universe.
He created this.
And he was part of like the production team and stuff for this too.
Yes.
And I really do. I know that everyone kind of has their opinions about Lin-Manuel.
Mm-hmm.
But I really think we should allow Lin-Manuel on more movie musical sets.
I mean, it's only ever been successful.
A serve.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think maybe Lin, I'm talking to you. I think some resting time would be okay. Not just for our sanity, but for yours, man.
Like literally, this man is nonstop.
After the war, I went back to New York. After the war, I went back
like
to New
the
York.
house.
Like, I'm just saying, if you want to take a vacation,
I think it's just he
for
wants
a
to get
year,
that pee god of it all.
And I stand.
Yeah.
I want you to take care of yourself.
Go to sleep for just a second.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
But like, I love your work, genuinely.
No,
truly.
and I'm saying that because I do love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you know I met Lin-Manuel?
Really?
Do you not know the story?
I don't think I do.
Oh my gosh. I met Lin-Manuel when I went to New York when I was in 8th grade, which is when I saw In the Heights. And we did a talk back.
After the show?
Yes.
Oh,
and I was the only one who cared because I was the only like person who, you guys, I feel like, okay, hold on. Slight tangent. When I went to go see the Secret Garden the other day, I realized that people that I know, like from work and stuff, they don't realize how deep of a theater nerd I am. Because I don't really why am I going to talk about that on Avengers Campus? You know what I'm saying? But I am I am an encyclopedia of musical theater knowledge. And that goes the same for like us and Parker. Like we all have an extensive nerdy knowledge.
Yeah.
But I don't think people really
nerdy love for it too.
Like so I feel like I have to tell you guys, like, we're it. Like, okay, do you believe me? And so when I saw In the Heights at 8th grade, first Broadway show, I was losing my freaking mind.
Yeah.
It was like, and I saw Sierra Bogus the other day in the Secret Garden. She was amazing. And I was telling my friend, I was like, this is like seeing like Harry Styles for me. I mean, seeing Harry Styles is like seeing Harry Styles for me, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, I don't think people understand. These are celebrities to us.
Right.
You know,
right.
I mean, Lin-Manuel now is a celebrity, but like these theater people, they're our
Yeah.
idols.
Yeah, it's like, seeing LeBron James play basketball and you're like,
Like,
"I love this player." Like,
yes.
it's like, I don't know why sports. But like,
You
but you know
know.
what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that kind of
It's like
thing.
seeing Anne Hathaway in person, like, you know what I mean? And so, I was freaking out when we had this talk back. I was the only one asking questions. I was the only one. I was like, you know what I mean? And he was basically just talking to me because
Wow. Oh my
and
gosh.
yes,
One-on-one.
yes. And he was like, "Do you want to do theater?" And I was like, "Yes." And he said, "I hope I'll see you up here one day." You
Aw,
don't know that?
I didn't know this
Yes,
story.
yes. So Lin-Manuel gave me my
A word of
musical theater
encouragement.
blessing. Like, I mean, how long ago was that? Like
2008,
eight?
I think.
Yeah, so a long time ago. But anyways, Lynn,
Hi, Lynn.
I'm not there yet, but maybe I will be.
Hi, Lynn. I'll literally do any track in Hamilton. You can just give me a call.
Well, I
please.
mean, also Miss Girl.
Oh yeah. I'll be doing In the Heights.
Yeah, I don't know if you wanted to announce that right then. Sorry.
Well, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be doing it. Which
I
I
queued you up
wore
for
my
that.
Cuba shirt today. Woo woo.
Yeah, well,
yeah, because
that's also a good point to make.
what,
Bring it up, baby.
that I'm Cuban.
Well, yeah, and how
Oh.
this connects to you, girl. This. Pew, 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 pew. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm Cuban and Puerto Rican. So I love this show. Like, genuinely, truly, it's like one of the same things. Which, like, I grew up like when this came out. This was the moment. Like,
Oh my
I remember
God, yeah.
dancing to it. I remember like it was like such a celebration, and didn't really see a lot of musicals like this.
No.
Just in the style of which the music is, the rapping, all of that stuff. This was very
Right.
new to
Well, I think that the Jonathan Larson, Lin-Manuel Miranda aspect
Yes.
of it all is very interesting to call
Yes.
back to the Tick Tick Boom episode because I mean, Lin-Manuel was the Jonathan Larson. He also, I
Mhm.
think he won the Jonathan Larson writing grant.
Mhm.
Like, he created a new genre of musical theater that we had never
Yeah.
seen before.
Yeah.
And we were teenagers when this came out. Like, I
Mhm.
mean, like young teens. So, like, I mean, this brought in a whole new, like, community into theater. It welcomed a whole new, like, set of artists.
Mhm.
And then also people's, like,
Cultures and stuff like that. It was
Yeah.
just like really cool of seeing like a celebration of culture on
Right.
stage, which I feel like now we're turning over a new leaf more and more.
Mhm.
But just it's just like, as we
Yeah.
just continue to work on bringing more culture and just bringing more of that vibrancy to stage,
Especially
of
in a-
everyone's story,
yeah.
I think is really exciting.
In a predominantly white,
yeah.
like, art form.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm literally so excited because In the Heights has been like one of my dream shows maybe forever.
Yeah.
But like In the Heights has been one of my dream shows in the sense of like, when you have those shows where you're like, I just want to dance in the show or I
Yeah.
just want to sing.
I will
this.
be in the back.
Yeah,
of
like,
anything. Not in the Heights, you guys. I'm aware. Trust me. Trust me. I know my place. Not in the Heights. My place is not
It's
there.
like that I think it was, did they do it at the, I don't know, it might have been on TikTok or YouTube or one of those musicals that I was like a junior high doing In the Heights and all the comments were like, hi in the whites.
In the Whites. Yeah. No.
Scared. But yeah, this has just been one of those shows
Yes.
where I literally have just been like, I want to be Cuban flag to the right.
Period.
And so I'm so excited
I
because I'm going
hope
to be
that you
Cuban
will be.
flag. I literally will tell the director, give me a Puerto Rican flag or give me a Cuban flag or else I walk out right now. I'm just kidding.
And that's on period.
But no, seriously.
I can't wait to see it.
I'm so excited.
Okay,
So yeah,
shall
let's
we-
get into it.
Yeah. Her. Okay, first of all, the narration change that they made.
Uh-huh.
So in the musical, Usnavi, Lynn's original character, Anthony Ramos, is speaking to the audience.
Mhm.
But in this, they like changed it up so that he's speaking to these children
Yeah.
on a beach.
On a beach.
Which I thought was a fun change because it's
yeah.
less like, let me speak to the camera and tell you about the heights.
Yeah. And two, I think I really like the way that they changed this musical into a movie
Yeah.
with a lot of the changes that they made. But yeah, we start off on the beach and we think that we're in the DR and there's all these little kids and they're
Dominican
talking about,
Republic, if
yeah.
you don't know what the DR is.
Yes, sorry. The DR. Are you unfamiliar? And there's all these little kids and he's telling the story about dreams.
Yes.
So then we get into it and then we get lights up in Washington Heights up at the freaking
Yes. So this is essentially about a community that lives in Washington Heights. In the
Yes.
Heights.
In the Heights.
Slay.
There you go.
Yes.
The title of said show.
And we get the title song,
yes.
which is like introducing us to the community,
Mhm.
the characters, the setting.
Yes.
And like the culture, I think even too.
Yes, yeah, and I do this is another thing that I thought is so brilliant is the use of sound once again.
I
I
wrote the
love
same
when
thing.
musicals use sound to
Yes.
emphasize the musicality of said
Yes, like when they're
town.
like doing stuff and it adds to like the instruments, the
Yes,
instrumentation,
because
if you
Hairspray
will.
did the same thing, Tick
Yes.
Tick Boo did the same thing,
So did Greatest
Greatest
Showman.
Showman did
All
the same
four.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. We love not all of them do this.
Yes, but the ones
Mhm.
that we've done just so
Because we have
happen.
taste.
Yes, we have good taste
And
in
so do
movie
you.
musicals.
Because you chose it.
You chose it.
Yeah. I love the part when he's like walking down the street and he like hits the what is that called? Like the sewer like
yeah. It's like,
and he's like like a DJ
Yeah.
little thing with his foot.
yes,
I
he has
love
the gum.
it.
I know it's so cute. And then he's like, "Oh man,
Yeah.
I got gum on my shoe. It's gonna be hard today in the heights.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh,
start singing."
what a way to start my day.
And then
It's
we
so
get
good.
Lin-Manuel, and he's the piragua guy.
Yes.
And all I could think of anytime he sees Anthony Ramos is my son. Like, you know what I mean?
Not my son. Lynn, you are such a character. I
Ugh.
can't. Let's see. Oh, I also love the use of like animation in this movie.
Yes,
It's so creative. And I
Mhm.
think that's
Which
like
is- I'm so excited for
Wicked.
Wicked
Because he does that in Crazy Rich Asians
yes,
too.
oh, it's gonna be
I
so good.
love it, John. Slay.
We can't wait to see your
Yeah.
work.
So yeah, we're getting introduced to I think Anthony Ramos looks exactly like my cousin. And so every time I see him, I'm like, that's my cousin.
That's so
But my
weird.
cousin is not
Because
like,
Anthony Ramos,
Latino.
I think, is Puerto Rican.
Yeah, my cousin is Filipino, but they look very similar.
That's so
And
random.
it's so weird. I'm always like, whoa.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But I also I have to say that I think it's so funny the like difference between Anthony Ramos's Usnavi and Lin-Manuel's
Lynn's.
original
Yes.
Usnavi because it's just like Anthony Ramos is like suave, like
sexy,
hot, a little charming, but a little quirky.
Yeah, charismatic.
Yeah. But Lin-Manuel is just like
Happy to be there.
yeah.
And I stand, Lynn. I do stand.
And I do like how we do break the fourth wall a lot in this movie.
Yes.
Too, like he kind of like looks at the camera and he's like, just another day in the heights.
And we're like, yeah, I get it.
And then Abuela comes on the scene.
Oh, yes,
and
Abuela
it's like
Claudia.
the classic this is like Lin-Manuel's grandmother because she's in
Right.
everything.
Yes. Isn't she also in
Encanto?
Yes. I think I saw her. I'm pretty sure
Oh
she's
yeah,
the original.
She was the original.
Um,
Nice too.
I live for
And in the
her.
movie.
She serves.
Yeah.
She
Was
stays serving.
she was in no, she wasn't in anything else that Lynn has done.
I
I
don't
was gonna say Hamilton. She's one of
yes,
the sisters.
actually.
You better serve.
No, yeah, I love her. I also love the three girlies.
Yes, the three girlies. Also, too, I have to say, justice for the mom, for Nina's mom.
Yes, they cut Nina's mom.
And it makes me so sad because Nina's mom is truly one of my favorite characters in the musical.
Really?
Yeah, like she is just, I mean, I know we're not talking about the musical, and yeah, I'm sitting here only talking about the musical.
Well, that's what happens.
But she is such a perfect representation. I mean, to me at least, I don't want to speak on behalf of everyone in my community, but she's such a wonderful representation of a Latina mom. So I missed her in the movie, but it's okay. We got to keep the plot going.
Do we know what happened? Did they kill her?
Yes, she passed away.
Okay.
But I read that like there was other conflict that they wanted in the movie.
I understand.
So the conflict between like the husband and wife and like Nina and like
And Benny and all of that
Yeah,
was
they were
cut?
just kind
Yeah.
of making different conflicts, which I think were
understand.
good
Yeah,
choices
yeah.
in here and there. But I love
Rip.
Nina's mom.
Miss you,
Rip.
girl.
Yeah.
Also Benny. What's that guy's name?
Oh my gosh,
I have to look up his name. Oh my god.
He is my favorite.
Oh yeah. You guys, I was so because I saw this when I was so young. I would listen to Benny's Dispatch like every morning.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're not there yet, but like I love him.
And he's so cute in this movie. He's so charming.
He is.
What's his name?
Um,
Also Sunny
second.
too. He is a perfect
Sunny!
casting of
Oh
Sunny.
yeah, we get Sunny. We were introduced to Sunny.
Yeah, we get the whole Lin-Manuel. If Lin-Manuel does anything, he does a good opening number of this is the
absolutely.
story.
Corey
this is who you will
Hawkins.
see.
Corey Hawkins
Corey?
is his name.
Corey Hawkins.
Yeah,
Hi
that's Benny's
Corey.
name. Hi,
You
Corey.
are dreamy.
Yeah.
Just know that.
Yeah. We're also introduced to like Nina's dad, Jimmy Smits,
Mm-hmm.
from, Obi-Wan and Star Wars.
Yes.
Mr. General Organa.
Oh, how
To
funny.
you. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And then we get Vanessa as well.
Yes.
I want her eyebrows and I want
Her
her
eyebrows.
abs.
Yeah. Oh, her abs when she wears that crop top. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
I know. I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, drop your workout regimen.
I really appreciate the casting of this movie too,
Yes.
because it's like on the flip side, because we've done like musicals that have like celebrities who are amazing.
Mhm.
This one is like a lot of people who are not
Yeah.
that well known. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the two girlies.
Yeah.
Anthony Ramos, like, I mean, he's just known to the theater community.
Mhm.
I mean, now people know him because of his scandal.
I know.
But
Shame on you, Anthony.
I did see him at Disney once, and he was very kind.
Aw.
Yeah. Yikes, though.
Yeah. Anthony,
He didn't say no to this.
Yikes.
Yikes.
And then we get the best. So then
I was gonna say
we
best,
meet
yeah.
all the characters, la-di-da-di-da, in the Heights. And then we get one of the most beautiful
I love it.
things you'll ever see in a movie musical when
Yeah.
he's peering through the window.
Yes. And there's the reflection of everyone dancing. He's like, yeah, I'm a street light. Is
Like,
that the part?
smoking on the
Yeah.
words. Oh my God.
Oh, the way I used to rap the shit out of this when I was in high school.
And the dancers are fucking killing it.
The choreo.
I know.
fierce.
Oh, it's so sick. Like
Mhm.
literally, it's so good.
It's like once again like a perfect blend of like because there's like the Latino dancing, like
Yes.
there's like the
It's such
the
a beautiful
hip hop
fusion.
musical theater, like jazz.
Yes. It's so good. And I have to say that the ending of that number like gets me pumped.
Oh yeah,
Like I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Like get in there. Like
it's serotonin.
it is. It's laced with nothing but serotonin.
Yes, I agree.
It's so good. And then also too, I think this is brilliant. The fact that we get that like big shot of the whole community dancing. And if there's anything I love, it's the whole group of
Mhm.
people dancing in the streets.
I mean, of course.
Period. And the fact that he's off center because it goes to show, I mean, I think I didn't make this up. This was in like an interview or something somewhere, but that the story isn't his. It's the whole
No,
community of
right.
Washington
And
Heights.
he even says later that he's just illuminating the story
Yeah.
of the people on the streets.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's so good. It's theater magic. It really
Ugh.
is. So then, yeah, we listened to Usnavi then talk about his dream
Mhm.
of going back to the Dominican Republic. You
Yeah.
know, because I mean, maybe his life in America isn't all that they wanted. Do you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because they're kind of we're screwed. LOL.
Yeah. In the
Yikes.
barrio.
So yeah, he wants to. We know about that. He wants to do that. Slay.
Yes. And now Nina comes back in.
Yes.
And I also love the choice of I'm repping my curly hair today, but I love the choice of the fact that has her hair straightened.
Yes.
I think that's so smart.
Yes, because Nina, she was the one who got out, which is what they all say.
Mhm.
She left to go to school in Stanford, because she was like the the scholarly girly.
Yeah.
But now she's back visiting for the summer. Her hair is straightened, which I
Yes,
know
yes,
it's
yes.
such a good.
It's like such a good
It's so
choice.
smart.
Because I understand. Like
Also, rest in peace, Batgirl. Sorry that happened to you,
oh
Miss Thing.
yeah, I
That
was excited
sucks.
for her.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Damn.
Damn. And then she comes in, and we get one of my favorite numbers to call back to what you said.
Mhm.
Benny's dispatch.
Benny's dispatch.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Benny and Nina, they like dated, but then they like split up when they were when
Mhm.
she was going to college, whatever. And he's so charming.
I just have to comment on the choices that he makes vocally, and I wrote
Yes,
down
I put
every
that too.
line when he says "catch the light" and he
Yes.
like goes up. He also does "you used to run this
Dispatch,
dispatch,
right? Yeah.
So good.
Oh.
A special guest the year out west. I don't know. He
West.
makes
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
choice on that one too.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And she's smiling, say hello. And then when he says say hello, and then he does it again, the repeat.
Yes. He's
just
riffing.
literally just go listen to this. Go listen to the song.
It's so good. And
It's
it does like
good.
and listen, I have to say, when I saw this on Broadway, Christopher Jackson, an icon, I was like this at him. My jaws dropped. In case you can't see. Like I was like, oh my God. And I'm so happy they cast someone who makes it go, oh my God.
Yes.
Again.
'Cause Benny's like, there's something about Benny's character that
He's
I
so
just
charming.
love so much.
Yeah.
Like,
And he just like loves her.
yes, like loves
He loves her.
And he's so
Also, the lyric changes never cease to like take me aback.
I know, they
You know what
shock me
mean?
every
They
single
shock
time.
me every time because I'm so used to the original cast album that I'm like, wait, oh yeah, okay, I forgot.
yes, we're along for this ride.
Yeah. Okay.
And then she walks out and like watches her leave. And then there's the one dispatcher that's like, bro, you thirsty
You're
as hell.
thirsty.
He's like,
It's
it's so
good.
funny.
Yeah, I live.
And then we're in Abuela Claudia's uh little, because abuela is like the abuela of the whole town. She doesn't have any
Yeah,
kids
yeah.
of her own, but she is just like
Yeah, she's like
just
the maternal figure of the town,
yes, and
the little
I
community.
I love her. A, I love her
Mhm.
character, but B, also I have to just comment on everything she was cooking. Is
Ugh,
like ropa vieja, which is like this like shredded beef,
work.
delicious stuff. I need to take you. We need to go back to Havana.
Yes,
Not Havana,
please.
Cuba. I mean, you can come to Havana, Cuba with me if
Okay.
you'd like to, but no, there's this restaurant. But okay, so there's sidebar. There's this restaurant in Irvine called Havana, and it's amazing Cuban food. Do not go to the one in Costa Mesa. I mean, you can
That's the
go.
only one I've been to,
Yeah.
Tati.
No, 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 no. We have to go to the one
We've
in
been to that one
Irvine
twice.
because it's okay.
Okay.
But the one in Irvine is owned by a Cuban,
Can we
and
go there later tonight?
absolutely,
Oh
absolutely.
my god. Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
period. So, but it's owned by an actual Cuban. So if you're looking for good Cuban food, go there. Sorry, I'm like giving all my recs right now.
Now you
Go
guys listening to
there.
us make plans.
Or what is it? Bea Cuba in Costa Mesa by the Seeger Storm. That's really good too. Really good
Ooh, good
Cuban
to
food. And then
know.
there's also a lot of good Cuban foods in like Downey.
Mm.
Tropicana. Yeah. Anyways, sorry.
Tati's,
Sidebar.
Tati's food blog.
Yeah, if you want good Cuban food, I'll tell you where to go.
Nice. All right.
Anyways,
Yeah,
sorry.
the food does look really good, and I am a little hungry at the moment.
It's just it's hard to find good Cuban food.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I
I
believe
just wanted
it.
to drop all the recs, you know.
Oh, and then she's is this when she says
Oh, she says little details
yes?
that tell the world we are not invisible.
Yeah,
Which
I wrote that down too.
I'm so sorry. I'm talkative today.
No, please go because I'm so tired.
I'm like
you have the floor today, Miss Girl.
I'm literally so talkative.
Yeah.
I have to say that I struggle with I don't know what I'm about to do. Okay, I have to say that I struggle with this because I'm such a minimalist person that I want to get like we're cleaning out the garage right now, me and my mom, and I want to get rid of everything. Like I'm like, we don't use it, we don't need it, let's get rid of it.
Right.
Even things with like sentimental value, I'm like, we haven't touched that in years, let's get rid of it. But then watching this scene, I'm like, oh shoot, like I don't want to get rid of anything because from like generation to generation,
Right.
we pass these things on and there are stories. And I think coming from, I mean, I'm a second generation. So my grandparents immigrated from Cuba and Puerto Rico. But like our stories are so much in these things.
Right.
And I have no problem getting rid of them. But then I have no problem getting rid of the stuff.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, oh, we don't need this clutter. But then I understand why because my grandma will fight us for these things.
That's very much what she does. Because
Yeah.
they say that she keeps a lot of stuff.
Yes,
you
yes.
know?
And I'm like, we don't need it. But this scene made me sad where
You're
I'm
like,
like,
oh shit, maybe we do need
yeah.
it.
I'm like, am I erasing our
Yeah.
details?
Oh damn. Whoa, we're about to get into something.
I just don't want clutter.
I understand.
But anyways.
But it's beautiful because she's talking about this like embroidered thing that
Yes.
her like mother did.
Mhm.
And yeah, little details show us we're not what is it? They were not
Little details
invisible.
that tell the
Which is
world we're
sad
not
because
invisible.
like I mean, I think that it's kind of speaking also about like how a lot of immigrants are forced to like forget
Mhm.
their like past and culture and they do become invisible because
Yeah.
they're just sucked into this capitalistic society. Woo!
And
Anyways,
then we go from there. Oh, we go to one of my favorite songs, Breathe.
breathe.
I
The chokehold this song had on all of us in high school.
Yes, like I love this song.
Yeah, so Nina, she's struggling in Stanford, you know, and she's singing about it. She's letting us know, of course, because it's musical. And oh, she sounds so beautiful.
She sounds so beautiful. She looks so beautiful. And also, too, I'm so sorry. I am just
Girl,
chatty
go ahead.
Cathy.
Go ahead.
I guess that's what we're
I
doing.
knew you would with this one, so please go.
Also, too, well, I have two things to say with this. Obviously, In the Heights has been one of my dream shows for a long time, but when I was younger, I really wanted to play Nina. Now I don't want to play Nina. I mean, I'm not a Nina just in general. Like
I would think that you're more of a Vanessa.
Yeah. But when I was like in my earlier 20s, I was like, I really want to play Nina, but now I don't want to play Nina, but I really want to get paid to sing Breathe.
Period.
You know what I mean? Like if I have to sing that at a cabaret or a concert or anything, I love singing Breathe.
Venmo or $20 to sing
Breathe for you. I'll drop my Zelle, I'll drop my Venmo, and I will sing Breathe for you because I'm going to tell you right now, I act the shit out of that thing.
If anyone is a slay at acting through song, it's Tatiana Monique Alvarez,
Like,
so I believe it.
I serve in that song, but I don't want to play her. but I
I
want to sing
understand. Just
it.
that song.
Just that song.
Okay, work.
I love it. But
Yeah.
anyways, I also just like love just the weight that this song carries of like the fear of disappointing
Right.
those around you. And I feel like anyone could relate to this, even outside of
Right.
just like the cultural like
Right.
disappointment of that. But just like,
She is the one in her community that got out.
yes.
And it's not just her family, like her dad and her friends who are like rooting for her. It's her community.
yes.
And so she's like, I have the whole community on my shoulders because I was the one.
yeah.
Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Oof, especially when you like factor in the whole thing about like her dad like came to this country to give her a better life. And
Yeah.
then she's like, I'm not really happy with what I'm doing. Oh, girl, that's such a struggle.
Yes.
Anyways, she's so endearing.
Also-
I love her.
Comment on Lin-Manuel's writing, which is so brilliant, which I didn't make this up. This is actually a shout out to Travis. Travis pointed this out.
Work.
But when she says, me and the GWB asking G Nina,
Yeah,
what will you be? You're kidding.
It's
Lin-Manuel.
It's giving
slay.
Sondheim a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh, every time I'm like,
The lyrics to this, and I mean Hamilton is great, but the lyrics to this I feel are a little bit under what am I trying to say?
underrated.
Yes, underrated. Like these lyrics are insane.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah. Slay Lin.
I could just cry.
Yeah. Also the little girl like dancing her like chasing her like inner child throughout the
Yes.
number. It's so good.
Oh, I love it.
Damn.
And then so then she is going to go tell her father about Stanford and how much of a mess
Oh, wait.
it is.
Also, you know you're a real musical theater nerd when you listen to songs and you hear riffs that other people sing.
Yes.
I went there and say
Yeah.
that's what
that
I thought
girl.
of. I
Yes.
was like, you know what I mean? But it just made me laugh.
Also, too, do yourself a favor and listen to Ava Noblezada
Yeah.
sing "Breathe."
Work.
Oh my gosh,
I love her. Happy belated birthday, Eva Noblezada.
Oh, we love you.
Yeah. Anyways.
So then she's at lunch with her father, telling him about Stanford.
let me get the sad microaggression story
Yeah.
where she was mistaken for a waitress.
I know. It's really
Yikes.
sad.
Yeah.
And yeah, so then her father is like really like, no, like you have to go back. This is art. This
But
is
she doesn't want to go
and
back.
she doesn't
and she
want
says
to.
that that the like deadline to pay for the next semester has already passed. And he's
Mhm.
like, girl, I have the money. You like I'll make it work. And she's like, you're not making it work. You sold half the
Yeah.
business. It's drama. He's doing everything he can.
Mhm.
But she's also like, I'm like, girl, this kind of they both are kind of
Yeah, bad communication.
bad
skills.
communication. Bad communication.
Yeah, which I feel like, I mean, not within my family, but like I feel like that's just like a thing that happens because you're just like, I don't want to
Right.
disappoint at
It's
all.
a very realistic father-daughter fight.
Yes.
I was like, whoa, I see that.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's
And
so
they
good.
argue. When he says to her, you don't tell me what we can't afford. You're not the parent. I was like,
Yes.
oh, if that was said to me, I'd be like, damn.
Like, sorry.
Yeah. That's a rough one.
Oh, and I have to say, I thank God Inuti was cut. I don't like that song.
yeah.
Except I do like the way that it does push the story forward. But we get a scene of that song later on where he talks about how his father was like a farmer and that he wants
Right.
more for his daughter. Blah 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 blah.
Period.
And then we get Abuela and Usnavi, and Usnavi's like, Abuela, we're going back to the DR.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah, okay. And he's like, I'm almost 30 and I'm here working to live. And I was like, damn, shots fired. He's talking about how he like in New York City, he's working to live instead of like, you know, like his life isn't all he's doing is
Yeah, he wants the
getting that
Caribbean
money.
dream.
Yeah. He wants to live his life happily, which I respect, my guy. Damn.
And then Sunny and Usnavi are fixing the fridge.
Yes.
And this kid, I don't know how old he is. This kid that plays Sunny is
He's hilarious.
so funny. You got island memories.
Yeah, island, and he's like, I was in Pampers when they put me on that plane. I'm like, slay little boy.
Yeah, okay.
He's so funny. And then we get the Usnavi, the name story.
I think this is truly one of the funniest things
yes,
ever.
Yes. So we find out that Usnavi's named Usnavi because his parents were like, they've just made it to New York. They're looking at the Statue of Liberty. A ship passes in front of it, and what does it say?
U.S. Navy.
U.S. Navy. And they're like, Usnavi. And I love it because he's telling this to these children, and the children get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys don't get it.
They're like, yeah, okay.
I was like, that's dumb. These little these 5-year-olds are not understanding what he's talking about.
But it's
they're like,
so good. And also, too, in my fantasy world, could you imagine if he actually was called U.S. Navy and we just changed every time they say Usnavi in the show to
U.S. Navy.
I made a TikTok
You
about that years
promised
ago,
me.
so maybe I'll repost it for all you to see.
That's so good. Okay.
And then Kevin is on Nina's dad is on the phone call with I don't know the band or no Stanford.
Yeah.
And we get
You'll be back. You'll be back from Hamilton is the ringtone.
If Lin-Manuel will do anything, he will insert where he must.
And then we find out that Nina lied. That the deadline didn't pass. And yeah, her dad's like, what the heck? What the fuck is going on here on this day? Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to go back.
Yeah, she's struggling. Also, then we go to Daniela's salon, which we love Daniela and the girlies.
Yes.
And
Hi, Daniela.
Her salon is moving to the Bronx. She's getting outpriced in Washington Heights. Gentrification.
Gentrification, the house.
And also, we get a cameo.
Yes.
We get a cameo in this scene from Valentina.
Hi, Valentina.
I'd like to keep it on, please. RuPaul's Drag Race. Iconic. I get so excited every time I see it.
Period.
Yeah. And the girls are girling.
Oh. Like the house.
It's like
Cheesemith.
Yes.
The house.
Gossip time.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love a hair salon.
And also too, just like the fact, just the drama of it all when everyone's like, the Bronx is so far. We can't go to the Bronx, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's just so funny that she's like, we survived this, we immigrated from this, and you guys can't get on a train?
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Because if
so good.
Latinas, if the Latinx community will do anything, we will make drama out of everything.
I live. And then we get such a cute number, No Me Diga.
Yes.
I love it.
And the nail choreography.
And the wig heads.
Oh, gung, 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 gung.
It's so good.
And then, what's the added girl's name? Kuka? I think
Yes.
something like
The girl from Orange is the New Black.
yes.
Right?
What a random character.
She's so funny.
But I freaking live.
I love her. Her and like Stephanie Beatrice, like your Daphne.
Hi, Mirabelle.
Daphne Rubin Vega.
Hi, Red.
She was we saw her in Tick Tick Boom.
Yes. Oh,
iconic.
There you go. There you go.
Iconic. Oh,
It's so good. And then we find out Nina tells everyone, she's like, I dropped out. And they're like, no me diga.
Yeah, it's drama. Oh, I
Mhm.
also love when she's like Daniela starts saying something about Usnavi like hooking up with this other girl, and Vanessa starts to like freak out, and she's like, I just wanted to see what you'd say. That is real girly friendship right there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then we get It Won't Be Long Now.
I love this number.
I love this number.
But I have to say one thing and one thing
Okay.
only. The fact that she is not wearing socks with her shoes.
I didn't even notice.
She walks to her little apartment. She takes off her shoes. That girl has no socks on with her shoes. She is wearing sneakers. It is
Ew.
summer in New York
City.
You
Nasty.
sicken me.
You
I
sicken
like
me.
literally every time I'm like, put socks on, girls. You are nasty.
Oh, you know what she's in?
What?
She's in Scream. That just came
Yeah.
out. I love her. I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't
But
either.
girl, wear some socks.
Yeah, put some socks
We're
on, you
begging.
sicko.
I love It Won't Be Long Now.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we
me
find out
too.
that Vanessa, she's an aspiring fashion designer, and she
Mhm.
lives in this apartment that has the subway right next to it, and I would die.
Oh God.
But she's like, it doesn't bother me.
It's like my dreams
Yeah.
battling. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. And she's
She's
trying
like
to-
hot stuff too.
Oh, she's literally singing about how she's like, I'm so hot, the boys love me, and I live. And I'm like, slay girly.
Mm-hmm.
She does that. I'm like, I love this for you. And she like wants to move what she wanted? Downtown, yeah.
Mhm.
But she can't get approved for an apartment.
Yeah, and I don't know how real estate works, but I don't think if you just show up with like a bag of cash, they'll give it to you.
Yeah.
So
I don't really know.
I don't know.
To be honest, we're the last people to ask.
yeah.
I don't know.
But I will say that she does some really fun like option up stuff in the
She
song that I
does.
literally love.
Did I know
And she's
that?
like walking down the street and everyone's like, Vanessa. And she's like, I'm the shit. Oh, you wish you were me. Gaga.
What
and I
did
live.
her riff after Chevrolet? What
Um,
did she do?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I just put the opt up. So
Yeah.
I have just as much information on my paper as you do.
Whatever.
And one day.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. I
Whatever.
can't remember.
And then Sunny is so silly because she like doesn't get approved for this apartment, and then this white couple comes in and they get and the real estate agent's like, oh, do you like the windows? All this stuff, whatever. Bless you.
Thank you.
And so then she's like, "Ugh, this sucks. So she goes back to Washington Heights. She's in she's with Sunny and with Usnavi, and she's getting a Coke bottle, and she's like, "Ah, my life is so hard." And then Usnavi's like trying to make her happy.
He's smitten.
He's smitten like a kitten and like making her giggle, and she's like, "You've got stuff on your shirt," which I was like, "Serve, girly."
She pulls out a Tide pen. I was like, that's kind of hot.
It was, yes, because then she goes to like check out, and then Sunny's like, "My cousin over there with his tongue hanging out," and then
Yeah.
Anthony Ramos is being silly, and then she like talks in third person
Yeah.
to Usnavi.
Oh, it's
she's
hot.
like, "Does your cousin dance?" and is making eye contact with,
It's fierce.
and then is like rubbing his chest with the Tide pen. And I was like,
I
that's
was like,
sexy.
oh my god, I was blushing.
yeah,
And then they're gonna go on a date.
they're gonna go on a date.
Yeah, they're gonna go on a date, and
oh wait, yes, sorry,
it's okay. Go ahead.
the fabric shot. Have we
Yeah, we're
gotten
not there yet.
Okay.
So yeah, they're gonna go on a date, and it's cute. And then we get Usnavi celebrating, and then we get the ending of the song. She's like, "Then it's a lot," or no,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
And she's like, "Yeah, I'm not making what I want. I want more for myself." And then we get the most beautiful. She leaves the salon. She walks out. She's walking on the street. There's like fabric falling from the sky. It's so beautiful. She's walking.
It's
she's running.
romantic.
I'm gonna fly.
And then the way that it transitions back into her eyeball.
Into her eyeball.
It's gorgeous. Like gorgeous.
John, you slayed with that.
Yeah, that shot alone
I
could have
can't
won you
wait.
an Oscar.
I can't wait for Wicked. Oh my god.
Ugh. And then she cuts the girl's hair and she's like, "You're gonna have me out here looking like a cockatoo."
Yeah, she like messes it up. I'm like, my worst fear. Oh god.
And that girl makes choices. Good
that
for
song
you.
is such a banger. Anyways,
And-
go ahead.
And then we get 96,000.
Work. Yeah. So
Yeah, this musical moves fast
it
for
does,
the first.
and we have to move fast as well.
Sorry, I'm talking today.
Yeah. So there's I can't even talk
Okay, so
because I
we
was
get
like,
to
gotta move fast.
96,000. And so basically someone won the lotto. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the community's going out for a pool day because it's hot in New York City.
yes.
And the bodega gets a call saying that you sold the winning lottery ticket.
Mhm.
And so Sunny is running through the streets like, we sold the winning lottery ticket.
96,000.
96,000. And I love this number.
I know this number is so good. Except you know what? One line from this number that literally makes me want to scream every time.
What?
That's a lot of spray cans. Every time I hate that line.
You're like, I hate you, Graffiti Pete. Tati hates Graffiti Pete.
I'm just saying, it's a dumb line.
Yeah.
Um,
I also like the lyric change because there was kind of a scary
yeah.
line in there previously of I got more flows than Obi-Wan Kenobi
Yeah.
and just the nerd in me. I also love it because it's just like a lot of like guys being dudes and they're making such like nerdy boy references. They're like, I got the brass ring like Frodo. It's so
Y'all
funny.
okay?
And like y'all are cute.
also, that many people in a public pool. Ew.
I want to die.
That's sick.
But it's so cute.
Oh my gosh, what they did with this number was fantastic.
I agree.
And
Everybody's
then
serving.
everyone's like dreaming about what they would do if they won 96,000.
Mhm. We also get the same dancer from The Greatest Showman.
Yes, at the ballet bar. Or the,
Iconic.
oh, she's so good. I
Yes.
want her upper arm so badly.
I
She's so
also
strong.
love how everyone is talking about what they would do with this $96,000, and I love how it does focus on the main characters, but it also we get all of the acting from the people in the
Yes.
ensemble are like they're like I need the 96,000. They're like thinking about it. It's so magical.
It really is. It really is. And the smartest thing they could have done was in that slow mo
Under the pool.
under the pool.
And then it,
oh my gosh, it's such another.
if you haven't seen
amazing-
this movie, please just look up 96,000.
oh, it's so fierce.
It's joy.
So A, you can see that shot of the pool. B, you can hear Benny making vocal
His
choices that we all love.
The riffs that he's doing in this song,
Ugh.
I was listening to it and I was like,
C, so you can see the choice that Anthony Ramos makes when he says, "What am I doing? What am
What am I doing?"
It's
Oh,
so good.
iconic.
Ugh.
Okay.
And then you can see Vanessa's abs.
Oh, Vanessa's abs.
Like,
And the
literally.
girlies are just serving by the
Yes,
pool.
they're like, God, this
I'm
is
like,
just another day. By
I
the
live for you
pool."
all. Okay. Anyways, we could go on and on.
Yeah.
I stand.
And then we get Piragua. Lin-Manuel.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I think he took voice lessons for this. Because
He
he sounds pretty good.
Better.
Yeah. My son.
When later on when he's like holding a note, I was like, Lynn, I'm a little bit afraid.
But we can't ask for too much.
No,
because
I love
in
you
the
so.
eye of
I,
the
do, I
hurricane,
genuinely do
there's
love you.
quiet.
I really do.
And then we go to the cleaners because this like new cleaners has come in and has
Taking
is
over half
taken
of
over.
the Rosarios.
uh-huh. And it's Patrick Page, and
Patrick
I
Page!
literally love Patrick Page.
little
Songbird. And when I watched this for the first time in the theater, I went, "Oh, Patrick Page!"
She
out
did.
loud.
She did. I love him. Anyways, so yeah, they're like, there's a possibility of him buying the whole entire,
Mhm.
like, so, Mr. Rosario is probably going to get bought out,
Yes.
basically, of his like taxi business.
Yes,
Is that what that
taxi
is?
business.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then we get so there's the Christopher Jackson Lin-Manuel of it all
Crossover event.
crossover, because as Lin-Manuel says, as long as I'm employed, Chris, you're also employed.
It's a really sweet friendship. I
It's
love that
very
for them.
cute, and I just think this is so silly and cute, Mr. Softy. They're so silly. Anyways, then we get one of the lines that will never not be funny. Let me listen to my block.
Let me listen to my block.
That'll never not be funny.
And any situation you put it in, it's hilarious. One time me and Maddy were walking through Avengers Campus, shout out, and Maddy goes, shh, let me listen to my block. I was like, Maddy, I'm gonna punch you.
Like, hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Oh.
I think this is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, When You're Home.
When You're Home, yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
The choreography.
The choreography
is so fun.
Them moving through the neighborhood.
It's so good. Also, I have to say that there is something about old people salsa dancing for me, because it's all these like old people, like, you know, they're people who are playing basketball, whatever. It looks like just like a fun little afternoon.
What is it like to
Washington
come
Heights.
from a culture where people can dance?
Oh, it's great. Great for me
I
and
love
great
that for
to be
you.
around.
Yeah, because I mean, at my family get-togethers, we're all just sitting.
No, my family gets-togethers.
I know, I've been there.
Yeah, there is music.
Ugh,
we are
damn,
dancing.
how fun!
And old people dancing is just like,
It's fresh.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
there's
his
like,
dancing too.
yes, he's like ba ba ba.
Mhm.
And also too, I have to say that one of my favorite bridges in any musical theater song is this bridge, and she's like, and I was younger, I'd imagine what would happen. That part I literally love, and I have to comment on the fact that they're in the movie and in the musical both, they make specific musical instrumental choices that complement the culture so well.
Word.
Like there is like a specific sound to Puerto Rican like salsa and music, whatever,
Right.
and they emphasize that within the musical choices
I love
of this
that.
part, and you also hear it a lot in Carnaval as well.
Oh, yeah.
That is just like so brilliant. So great job, Lin-Manuel.
Yeah, great job, Lin-Manuel.
Great job.
And I just love the way they're like flying through the community and everything.
Yes.
It's magical.
Yes.
His riffs at the end.
Oh.
Damn. I'm also really glad that they cut the like racism plot line.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, that was a good cut.
Good
That was
cut.
a good cut.
Good shot. Good job.
Also the what was I gonna say? Shoot. I don't remember.
I also am a little.
Oh,
go ahead.
I think you're gonna say what I was gonna say.
The ending. Yeah, we get blue balled at the end.
Yeah, she doesn't sing the I'm home. Yeah, she's like, I'm home.
And you're like,
Ugh.
yeah, okay.
Anyways,
I mean, I get it, but like, girl.
also, if a man said to me, then can I say I couldn't take my mind off you all day? I would be like, dead on the spot.
Like
God.
those. And then we get a cameo from Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony.
Like, Mark Anthony, what are you doing here?
Where's J-Lo? It's so random.
Maddy, that broke me.
Do you remember when they were like, Mark Anthony is going to be? They made the biggest deal about him being in this film. And he has the smallest role.
Yeah.
And he's like one of the first credited.
Yes.
Too.
Yes.
He's Sonny's dad.
Mark Anthony, but like, what?
It's so random. And he's Sonny's dad, and he's kind of a duck.
Yeah.
And he's also, obviously, because Sonny and Usnavi are cousins, he's Usnavi's uncle.
Mhm.
And we find out something about Sonny. We find out
Yeah.
that Sonny is undocumented.
Yeah.
So things are going to be a little bit difficult for him.
In life.
Yes. Yeah. Anyways. Slay.
And then we're at the dinner.
Come on, little dinner party.
I know.
It
If
looks
I
so
love anything, I love a
nice.
dinner party.
Yeah, everybody's out there for dinner. It looks yummy.
Yes, the food looks amazing.
Vanessa's dress.
Vanessa's dress.
The green dress.
If I like, honestly, I think about this dress
It's
all the
so
time.
beautiful.
I want it in my closet. B, the way it fits her.
Yeah.
Girl, that dress fits like a glove.
It's
It
like-
is perfection.
Yeah.
Like, you better
They're
work.
sitting, yeah.
They are sitting. You look fantastic. And
I love
drop the
her.
link.
Yeah.
I'll buy it off your storefront. I'll give you commission.
I love her so much. She's serving.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
house. And then the little I know that this had to have been improv. That little scene between Usnavi and Vanessa.
Yes.
And then at the end where he's like giggling, we gotta clean this up.
They're
Papa's
so
gonna get mad."
cute.
Yes.
They are
like,
so
I
cute.
have a date. And he's like, oh yeah, you do. Is with me.
They're so cute. Okay, and then the dinner party is commencing. Everybody's there.
Also too, I have to say that damn, Benny like really came in to wreak some havoc though.
I know. I'm like, Betty, a little bit know your place.
Yes.
Like, that is your boss and your girlfriend, not even girlfriends. Y'all
Yeah.
are broken up.
Yes.
Dad. Like,
yeah.
because Nina and her dad get into it about the whole
Mhm.
Stanford thing because he's like, I also, why would you bring it up in front of everybody? Who
Exactly.
brings it up?
And
Does her
literally
dad?
just no, he does. Benny's like, "So what was that conversation you were having with Patrick Page?" And I
Oh,
know it wasn't to sell your
oh
soul to
yes,
Hades
because he
Town.
walked in. Yeah, Benny, not your brightest
Yeah,
choice.
yeah, yeah. Read the room, Benny. We're
Read
having a
the room.
celebration, and
Read
you're
the
over
room.
here trying to like cause
Yeah.
havoc.
So then they fight because he's like, I know that whatever. He's like wants to sell. It's a whole thing.
And it's really sad. I feel really bad for Nina, but
Yeah.
I also too want to sit here and like and say that like I know that I'm a white passing Latina, which I don't want to be ignorant to the fact that there are a lot of
Period.
struggles of my community that I don't understand. But I will say that like this scene of just like not feeling because I'm a white passing Latina, there's also another like side of it where you're like don't know your place in the
Right.
community. So there's just different sides to everyone's
Right.
story within this. But Nina, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she gets searched. She's like
Yeah.
racially profiled and gets searched.
Yeah.
And it's so sad because her roommate like lost something, but her roommate had it the whole time on accident. I mean, it was whatever, but her parents were like, it was her. It's so
Yeah,
sad.
it's so
She's like, I
sad.
don't want to go back. It's embarrassing. You don't understand what it's like. And he's like, well, you don't understand what it's like for me. And it's like, yeah, nobody understands what it's like for everybody.
Like literally.
Ah, la, 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 la.
Literally. And then also too the fact because he sells the business so that he can pay for the remaining of the year of Stanford.
Yes.
And then the abuela saying, say thank you, papi, is the most Hispanic grandma thing ever. Being like, say thank you. Did you say goodbye? Did you say thank you?
Yeah.
It's the funniest thing. 'Cause my grandma does that all the time. She's
Aw,
like,
grandma.
did you say bye to your mom? And I'm like, grandma, yes. Like, did you say thank you to your dad? I'm like, grandma,
She's
yes.
like, you will be polite.
Yes.
Okay. That is so funny.
And then we're at the fiesta
oh, yeah.
in the Heights.
We get to the club. Ooh.
No, that man on the mic.
He's
his
giving.
life.
Yes. I live.
I hope that they wrote him a good check because
He is. Yeah, so they're partying.
Yeah.
But things kind of go awry because Usnavi's like kind of I think he's like acting cool. He doesn't want to be like nerdy and weird, but I'm like, boy, just stop.
Like, sit down.
Yes, because someone asks Vanessa to dance and he's like, I don't care, you can dance with him.
And she's
like, yeah, okay, I guess I will.
Yeah.
She's like, you're not gonna be like, no, I'm here with you. Anyways,
Ugh.
they go to dance and then he dances with another girl and it's drama.
It's drama.
Yeah, but she's serving.
Oh my God. I love a good salsa club.
So do I.
Oh my God.
I mean, I've never been to one, but I love a good
I'll take
salsa
you to
club
one.
scene. I would feel that would be so embarrassing. That would be so embarrassing. I do think I can dance, but I'm still scared.
It's just like to learn. It'll be fun. But yes, it is such a fun scene.
Yeah.
And then we get Oye, ¿qué pasó? Blackout,
yeah.
blackout.
Blackout in New York City.
Could you imagine how
It's
scary?
horrifying.
Like,
Horrifying.
if any city,
Oh, when she said a little bit of cinnamon, I put allergic.
yeah, I'm allergic to cinnamon.
Yeah.
Hi, allergic.
Yeah. So then it's kind of a mess because like, yikes.
Mhm.
Everyone kind of gets separated. It's kind of crazy. For some reason, people start setting off fireworks.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Because it's fun. People have sparklers.
Yeah.
The way this had a chokehold over the internet.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
You've
Vanessa,
been shaking your ass for like
half of the heights.
Real
Yeah.
nice.
Vanessa and Usnavi go at it. People are mad. Everybody's mad. Everybody gets home. Then they have a cute little like blackout party.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're like hanging out. And then like Abuela, she's like not feeling too well.
Yeah. She's like,
But
I
she's
need
like,
to go lay
I'm
down.
gonna go to bed. And she's like watching them all. And then
Paciencia y fe.
oh
This number
It's so
deserves
gorge.
this number itself deserves an Oscar.
yeah, it's amazing. Her performance, the direction,
The dancing.
the dancing, the clip when she's in the subway and it flashes to like
oh my God.
the Cuban dancers.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh my God.
it's beautiful.
Like literally, we're running out of time, so I can't sit here and talk about it
Yeah.
forever and ever. But my God,
it's so good.
it's the most stunning. It is one of the most stunning things
I agree.
in all movie musical, and I will take that to my grave.
I fully agree.
Ugh.
And she's like speaking of like her childhood, her mother, and like the hardships that come with immigration and
Yeah.
being in New York City and the stark contrast between like Cuba and New York.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. As someone that's been to both Cuba and New York, it's very different. I will tell you right now, right here, right now on this couch, it
That
is
is
very
hilarious.
different.
Damn. Oh.
Also too, I have to say, so she decides, so at the end of the number, she's like going through her life kind of whatever. And then she's like, do I stay or do I go? Do I stay in life or do I die, essentially. Like,
Yeah.
she's making the decision. And the fact that this woman decides, she's like, you know what? It's my time. I'm going to go.
Mhm.
There is a ramp and there are stairs. The fact this woman doesn't take the ramp up to heaven, she takes
She
the
takes
stairs.
She's like, I'm gonna
Like,
do it the hard way.
yeah, okay.
It's so iconic.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then so she then passes
She
away.
passes beautifully, I might add.
Yes.
And then it's like, ugh, yikes, scary.
Yeah, and Anthony Ramos is acting.
His acting. He needs to get more credit for his acting. His
Mhm.
performance is beautiful. Then we get Alabanza.
And Nina's vocals in the song.
Oh, she
she's
sounds
like
amazing.
in the rafters.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's beautiful. Everyone is like celebrating her. Everyone's like walking the streets with candles. They're having a whole like moment for her. It's very precious.
Mhm.
And then yeah, time moves on. It's like a day later, a few days later or something. Power's still out. It's hot.
Yeah, like, damn.
And then we get like the dreamers protesting, which I
Mhm.
think that this is a really good addition. It's very topical to bring in like the dreamers of it all. There's the
Yes.
protest. They have that Kamala Harris lookalike woman like speaking. And she's speaking about how her daughter couldn't get into college because she's undocumented. And then Sonny's like,
Oh,
what is
shit.
my life gonna be?
Mhm.
And it's very sad. And
Mhm.
Nina's there with him. And yeah. Yikes.
Yeah.
Where are we next?
Oh, and then Nina decides, she's
Oh, yeah.
like, I'm gonna go back to school, Dad, because I wanted to make it my mission to help my community, help the dreamers in my community, whatever.
Yeah,
so I
she
want to get
wants-
an education to
Yeah, she wants to help kids like Sunny find pathways
Yes.
to having like an education and whatever.
Yes.
Which
And
is
then
so beautiful.
I love how her dad, because this is literally such a like a thing.
Yeah.
Where he's all like, "You're Boricua," which means you're Puerto Rican.
Mhm.
You're Boricua, and like when I do things, my dad will be like, "Yeah, you're Cuban." When I do things, my
Aw.
mom will be like, "That's a Puerto Rican." Like, it's just like a really cute like thing. I don't know.
Aw, that's so sweet.
And then we get one of my favorite numbers. Carnaval del
It's so
Barrio.
good. The energy in it.
Oh, this number is
Yeah.
laced with serotonin.
Yeah, so it's really hot.
Ugh.
It's hot. They're
They're like,
sweating. Power's
"Ugh."
still out. And they're just having everyone because Danielle's about to leave.
Yes.
She's packing up her stuff and leaving, and no one's saying bye to her. And she's like, where the heck is everybody?
Yeah.
And then she's like finds them all in this like little corner.
And they're all like, "Ugh, it's
They're all
so
sad
hot
and
he's
hot.
She's like, y'all, come on.
Yeah, we're from the islands.
Yeah, girl. Like,
Get
it's
over it.
hot. It's humid.
And what?
And what?
So she throws a party.
So she throws a party.
And it is such a magical display of
and
culture.
this like flamingo dancer at the
Ooh.
beginning. Yeah, and we get just like literally a celebration
Mhm.
of just, oh my God, I love this number.
It's so good.
I love this number. It's
Yeah.
just so beautiful. And the way that I love in the movie when they're doing the Hasta la bandera, and they like go to each bandera, rather. And they
does that
all
mean?
flag.
Okay, thank you.
So it means raise the flag.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
I'm just like this.
Yeah. And the lyrics, or like find the translation because the lyrics are so
Okay.
beautiful. But so when we get the shot of each culture like dancing,
It's
like we get the
so
salsa
good.
dance, and we get the like merengue. It's just so it's great. It's
Yeah.
great. It's great.
Period.
And then Lin-Manuel's like singing for his life on the
He
fire
is.
escape.
He is. I love it. And it also gives me kind of like West Side Story vibes, which I think is
Yeah.
pretty magical. Because like there's West Side Story references throughout this whole number
Oh,
with
yeah,
like
for sure.
I don't know how to make that sound, the whatever that is at the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's West Side Story.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you
I know
saying?
how to. Sorry guys, I don't know. Yeah, period. And
I
it's
love this
a
number.
party. And
And then they go off.
They go
and they're
off.
like, bye.
when they're like Benny and Nita sitting in a tree.
Oh, yeah.
So cute.
KISS.
Oh, it's fierce.
And the guy in the front shimmying for
Yes.
his life.
Okay, and then we fast forward to a month. A month
Mm-hmm.
has gone by. Nina is packing to go back to Stanford with Benny. Well, not with Benny. He's helping her pack.
Yeah.
He's staying. And then we get another Let Me Listen to My Block.
Let me listen to my block.
Yes. And then we get
When the
ooh,
sun goes down.
I love this number. It is such a beautiful like
Oh my
movie
gosh.
musical moment.
It's gorgeous. The way that the building is like
with like the
boing,
rotating
boing.
yeah, and they're like dancing on the side of the building when they slide down it kissing. I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my god."
Ah, it's so good when her hand like touches the air.
Yes.
The kid when they're dancing on the window and he's
He's
like,
like,
"Y'all okay?"
I love it. It's magical.
It's beautiful. And the lighting
Ugh.
too in the back, like it's just so gorgeous. I love aesthetically what they did with
Yes.
the lighting of this movie.
Period. Which once again gives me hope for Wicked.
Oh my God, it's gonna be
I'm
so
so
beautiful.
excited.
I'm so excited.
And then we get
And then we find out that Abuela won the lotto.
yes, she won the lottery
And left the ticket behind
for
for
Usnavi. Yeah, and so
Aw.
he's like,
It's like, I'm gonna go to the DR.
Yeah, he's gonna go. And
And
yeah,
then,
he's planning on leaving. Vanessa shows up and says,
so I bought you a present.
yeah.
And they sing. This is one of my favorite songs.
She also already moved. She moved up. She
Mhm.
moved downtown.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we get the champagne.
This is too, I think, one of the most rewarding kiss moments in musical theater.
Yes, because they kind of start to argue.
Mhm.
And then he's like, why are you mad that I'm leaving? And she's like, I wish I was mad.
Yes.
I'm just too late.
And then it was like, dun, dun, and then like,
And they kiss and they kiss.
they kiss.
Damn, it's so good. Damn. Oh, I love it. And then like we find out like Sunny is like getting an immigration lawyer. He's like gonna
Mhm.
try to find like get citizenship. It's a whole thing. What?
I'm just trying to understand my notes.
Oh, okay. And then like Vanessa's walking. She's sad because like Usnavi's still leaving.
Yes.
She passes by Graffiti Pete like doing a thing. She picks up one of his like rags that he drops, and she's like,
I'm
inspiration. Because she says to Usnavi, she's like, I haven't been inspired since leaving,
Mhm.
you know, Washington Heights. And he's like, yeah, well, sorry. So she's like, inspiration strikes. He's
Uh-huh.
like, I'm leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
Whatever. So she like goes to the bodega, which I'm to be drunk at 3 a.m. in a bodega
Oh
in
my
New York
God.
City,
Yeah,
waiting
literally.
for bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh, period.
I wish we had like something like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I miss New
It's
York.
just not the same.
No, it's not.
And then so Lin-Manuel is like, or not Lin-Manuel, Anthony Ramos,
Yeah.
Usnavi, comes in, or Vanessa's like, I know you're leaving, but I have to show you
Yeah.
something, and brings him in. Okay, these outfits are fugly.
They're fugly.
Sorry.
Yeah, she like stayed up all night creating these outfits that are so hideous.
They are
They're
ugly.
a crime.
They're
I'm sorry.
ugly. If I was Usnavi, I'd been like,
Girl,
bye.
actually, I'm leaving.
Yeah, right now.
Like,
Call
see
the
you
taxi.
later. They're so ugly.
They are so ugly.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
And
ugly.
Graffiti Pete had like painted this mural inside the bodega because he needed to have like more cloths for Nina's.
Which Vanessa has, and she
sorry,
didn't even use them.
No, none of the colors match the colors that were on the wall. It's hideous.
It's
not the mural. The mural is beautiful,
yeah.
and the mural is his dad's beach that he wants to go to that he's going to in the Dominican Republic. Yeah.
Those outfits are ugly.
And then he's like, "You did this last night. There goes my flight." And it's like so much attitude. And I'm like, damn. And they're all like, huh? And then he's like, Graffiti Pete, you're going to need some new cans. And he's like, you're going to keep going.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to stay now.
Yeah, because Vanessa is a quote unquote fashion designer.
Vanessa, maybe you should stick to hair cutting, girl.
Yeah, because
Scary. Yeah. So then he decides to stay.
Yeah, and then he stays.
Yeah, and then we find out that he never went back to the Dominican Republic. And when he's telling the stories at the beginning, like the flash forwards or whatever, he's actually inside his bodega with the mural behind him.
Yes.
It's
and
so
the
beautiful.
little girl is
his daughter.
With
Vanessa.
And Vanessa's the mom.
That little girl is so cute.
She's
I
so
saw her in
cute.
something else recently, and I was like, "That's the little girl from In the Heights."
Oh,
but I
how
can't remember
funny.
what it was. Yeah.
And then we
it's
opened
magical.
up the fire hydrants.
The
Everyone's having a
hydrants are
party.
open. Cool breezes. It's so good.
And then he's like, "Merry Christmas, I'm home."
Yeah, he's home, everybody.
And then
And
it's
then
in the
it's
Heights.
Yeah.
And then we get the really great shot of the birds at the end. Or wait,
birds.
no, we don't. No, the little girl puts. Sorry, that's the beginning. The little girl
Oh,
puts
yeah.
on the hat and she like looks directly at camera and she's like, "In the Heights,
Yeah.
am I right?"
Yeah. And
then-
that's in the Heights.
And that's in the Heights.
I love it.
I love it too.
Wow. Thank you for following us on this journey.
Yeah,
That was
I
a
was really
journey.
chatty
Did I
Cappy
write-
today, and I really love that movie. And
Yeah.
it's just like I could.
Oh, and then we also get the call back to her saying, to Abuela saying like the little details, like because they
Oh,
have all the little details
yeah.
of the whole story throughout the
Mhm.
you know the hoarding as you know what I mean.
Shut up. Sorry, mom and grandma.
Oh, and this is when he says, "I illuminate the stories of the people on the street."
Yes.
which is so magical.
Yes.
Some have happy endings, some are bittersweet,
Bittersweet.
but I love them all, and that's what makes my life complete.
You're home. I'm so excited to do
Magical.
this show. Oh my god.
I'm so excited to see it.
Like literally. Final thoughts, Maddy?
I mean, I think it's a beautiful adaptation.
I do
You know
too.
what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I think that it did a good job reworking things,
Mhm.
and updating things,
Mhm.
because things have changed since 2008.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I think it did a good job, and also it uses the like movie medium well. I
Mhm.
think You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
John,
Great job.
he did a great job.
Yeah. I
What
know
about
that there
you?
was like a lot of conversation around this movie that happened. Um, and I think all of those conversations are very important to have.
Mhm.
And obviously, like I said earlier, I can only speak on one side of my community.
Oh, I remember what you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah, yeah.
about.
So, but in it all, I love the celebration that just this brings to the Latin culture, and just like
Work.
the way that this just amplifies such beautiful stories and beautiful culture, and seeing people on stage of different colors and just different representations, and I just think it's awesome that we just continue to. I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome, and I hope that we just continue to grow
Right.
in that way.
Right. I
And I
hope
just
that
love
it's
it.
only the beginning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Uh, I love
Oh,
this show. I love this movie. I love it all. I
I
love
do
being Cuban.
too.
I love being
Oh,
Puerto Rican. Your culture.
yay! Yay!
Yeah, so slay.
Slay!
Okay, so
That's the end
next
of movie musical
I
month. 5 movie
know.
musical months.
Oh.
I will keep you all updated on the next movie. We're not too sure yet because we are going to get back into our regularly scheduled programming of
Mhm.
people's favorite movies. So we're going to go back to having guests and talking about favorite movies until we decide to shake it up again and have another theme.
Yeah. Yay,
Period.
period. So like, comment, subscribe.
The House Down Boots.
Yeah, do all the things.
Oh,
Oh God.
oh no. There you go.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe.
Mhm.
Tell me your favorite rant that I went on during this episode.
Yes. If you have a favorite song from In the Heights, please let us know. Once again, if you have not seen it, I'm telling you, you have to watch 96,000.
Yes. And
It's
then
so
if you have not seen the
magical.
stage musical, you can come see me in it.
Ah.
But that won't be until May. So
Yeah. So keep an eye on her
yeah,
socials.
keep an eye on my socials, and you can come
Period.
see me sing and dance.
Well, thank you for listening to another episode of our viewing party.
And we can't wait to see y'all or hear from you all and do all the things next time.
Bye.
Adios.
Nice.